I got your bitch. Sitting down the goddamn corner doing dope. Sitting down the goddamn corner doing dope. Sitting down the goddamn corner doing dope. Corner doing dope. They are to be ashamed. Sitting down the goddamn corner doing dope. Sitting down the goddamn corner doing dope. Sitting down the goddamn corner doing dope. Corner doing dope. Goddamn right, bitch. Look at here. There you go. They're out here sharing marijuana. Look at here. There you go. The same old nasty ass people from last week. Corner doing dope. Corner doing dope. Corner doing dope. Corner doing dope. Goddamn corner doing dope. Corner doing dope. Corner doing dope. Goddamn right, bitch. Sitting down the goddamn corner doing dope. Sitting down the goddamn corner doing dope. Sitting down the goddamn corner doing dope. Corner doing dope. 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 Goddamn right, bitch. Goddamn right, bitch. Goddamn right, bitch. Goddamn right, bitch. Corner doing dope. 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 Sitting down the goddamn corner doing dope. Sitting down the goddamn corner doing dope. Sitting down the goddamn corner doing dope. Corner doing dope. Goddamn right, bitch. Look at here. There you go. They're out here sharing marijuana. Look at here. There you go. The same old nasty ass people from last week. Corner doing dope. Corner doing dope. Corner doing dope. Corner doing dope. Goddamn corner doing dope. Corner doing dope. Corner doing dope. Goddamn right, bitch. Sitting down the goddamn corner doing dope. Sitting down the goddamn corner doing dope. Sitting down the goddamn corner doing dope. Corner doing dope. 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 Goddamn right, bitch. Goddamn right, bitch. Goddamn right, bitch. Goddamn right, bitch. Corner doing dope. 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 Corner doing dope.
Make it clap.
Go!
Live from the BiffNet Studios World Headquarters in Spring, Texas, it's Barry on Deck. Hosted by former ESPN Houston radio host and stand-up comedian Barry Laminack. Starring Oliver the Cat. Written by Barry Laminack. Produced by Barry Laminack. Directed by, you guessed it, Barry Laminack. Featuring sports, entertainment, special guests, film sessions, and some drinking. Okay, a lot of drinking. Viewer discretion is advised. And now, here's your host, Barry Laminack.
What's up, you damn dirty deckheads? Welcome to Barry on Deck. I am your host, Barry Laminack. Thank you guys for being here. Today is Thursday, May the 7th be with you, 2026. And this is episode number 1062 of Barry on Deck. Welcome to the show, welcome to the program. Hey! Hello. Hi, how you doing? Good, I hope. I hope good. So I think Daddy may have cracked the code or the case on what's wrong with his pewter. I think the fan on my CPU is dying because I noticed today I started. Oh! Look at this! Oh my goodness! Just getting started, and here comes this big ass raid from USN TV. What's up, man? Good to see you. Thank you for the raid. Welcome in, Raiders. Good to have you. Hello, Nary. Raid you we must. Nary? Is that even okay? I'll give you a pass because the B and the N are next to each other. So I'm good with that. You know what? Nary's not bad. Nary, a stream shall be missed. I don't know. Okay. Now you're good, Mad Max. You're good. Let's stream until we get a fire going. What? Let's stream until we get a fire going. Oh, I don't have my lighter in here. I would start the fire. Scary on deck. Now we're just gonna get all of those, right? Nary on deck, scary on dick. Okay, that's too much. Larry, yes, we're getting them all in. Thank you. All right, welcome in, Raiders. For those of you coming in on the raid, I want to say thank you for being here. Hope you're well. We'll wait for the CPU to catch up. Okay, so you guys were actually listening. Shit. You know, I haven't had computer problems for a while now, and I don't know what's been going on with it. It's acting like a hoe-ass hoe. But I just today, when I fired it up, the CPU fan just sat there. It was like, no, player, I'm not spinning. I was like, shit. And I spun it once, and it went. So I think that might be part of the problem. I'm with you, though. Yeah, you know what? If this computer catches fire, pretty much, I quit. I just want everyone in the world to know that, all the longtime deck heads, the day ones, those that say they rock with me till the wheels fall off. If that sumbitch right there catches fire, I'm done. I ain't rebuilding it. I'm not paying for a new one. Done. I know I have this other camera somewhere around here. I should just put it on here, point it to the computer, and just wait for it to burn up. That'd be good. Well, welcome in, Raiders. Thank you for all of you. Hey, Mad Max, thank you for the follow, man. Much appreciated. For those of you that don't know, I'm Barry Laminack. This is my little corner of the internet. We do this Monday through Thursday. We talk sports. We talk shit. We have a good time. We lately haven't been talking a ton of sports. I mean, we fit it in. I've got some today, but, you know, we do other stuff like, why do mixed race babies look better than regular race babies? Like, white babies are ugly, black babies are ugly, but you mix the two, cute baby. Yeah, we've had that discussion. Yesterday, what did we talk about? Who has the best falsetto voice ever? What say you? I don't know. We covered that. I couldn't really pick. It's all started with my great impression of Michael McDonald, and then people wanted to know who has the best falsetto, and I was like, I don't know. So we had like Prince and Barry Gibb. Is it Gibbs or Gibb? I don't know. Whatever the head BG is. Let's see, who else do we have on there? Prince, Barry Gibb, Curtis Mayfield. He sang Superfly. There was a lot. Hey, what up, LMC? Good to see you, man. Boy, my boy Chris is in the building. McDonald's pretty legendary. Yeah, I know, Locks. That's what I said. But then we started thinking, like, Prince has a great falsetto. Hey, Jarnhan, thank you for the follow, man. Who else did we settle on? Curtis Mayfield, Prince. Somebody threw out, Lisa was throwing out country artists like Vince Gill. I was like, damn, he doesn't have a good one. Then we said Aaron Neville. And I was like, no, I don't think so. But he's got that big ass mole right there. I don't know. It's weird. Chris Cornell. Yeah, somebody said the lead singer of Radiohead. I was like, I don't see that. I don't see that. Robin Thicke, Justin Timberlake was on the list. We found a bunch. That's why I was like, you know what? I can't. Usually I'm very decisive. Usually I have a take or an opinion and I give it to you. And if you like it, you like it. If you don't, you don't. I don't give a shit. That's not my job to determine what you're going to like. And it's my job just to say shit and believe it. And then you guys decide if you like it or not. I couldn't come up with anything. I couldn't pick one single falsetto voice. I couldn't do it. I was waiting for some asshole to be like, Pavarotti or whatever the opera singer is. Kiss my ass. That's not what we're talking about. We're talking about modern music. But I couldn't decide, man. I couldn't decide. So, hey, for those of you that are new to the program, new to the show, just a little bit about me. I spent 7.5 years on ESPN radio here in Houston, Texas. Another 3.5 on TV talking sports down here in Houston, split between our WB affiliate and the NBC affiliate. What else? I'm a stand-up comic. I've been doing stand-up comedy for 13 years now. Oh yeah, a couple of rules for the show. Oh God, what are the rules? I haven't done them in so long. Bathrooms are down the hall on the left, kitchen's on the right. If your name's not on the food, don't take it. Don't drink Donna's beer in the fridge, and no whores after 9. Oh, and don't do cocaine in the bathroom. And that's it. That's it. The big one is no whores after 9. Okay, I need you all to make sure that you stick with no whores after 9 o'clock. Just here, you know, what you do in the privacy of your home is your business. But as for this show, we go whore free during the witching hour. I don't even know when the witching hour is. I just said it. All right. USN Jarnan coming in over the raid said, is that a gremlin thing after 9? No, don't. That would be, if it was a gremlin thing, I would have said, don't feed the whores after 9. And then that would have been, you know, a whore gremlin thing, something like that. But no, I just don't want them around. Hey, what up, Jeff Bell? Good to see you. What's up, PP Dubs? So there you go. This is Scary on Deck, according to Ross Ness Monster. This is Scary on Deck. And Mad Max said, hello, Nary, just so you guys are all caught up. All right. But shout out once again to USN TV, man. If you're not followed, did any of the mods give him a shout out? No, they did not. Let's make that happen, Captain. Let's see. Shout out. USN_TV. I hope that worked. Did it. I think. It should have worked. All right. But much love to you, man. I always appreciate the support and the raids. I wish I could return the favor more, but I'm usually late to the party. All right. So today we've got your headlines. We're going to talk I forgot to update the things on the right over there. That's not the correct topics. We've got headlines. We've got this too much, some MLB, some NBA, and some I don't know. Let's see. I don't know whatever the you want to talk about. There you go. Okay, so now I have updated the topics over here. They'll populate here in just a second when it refreshes from the spreadsheet. Hey, look at Jeff Bell. You the man, Jeff. Much love, Jeff. Thank you. Stay away from my beer and bourbon. Yes, I already told him, Donna. I already told him. Don't mess with Donna's beer in the fridge. That is off limits. Yeah, so there's our topics for the day. So let's get into our headlines. And then we're going to get into this too much because basically, if you don't know, NCAA has gone and done it. They've ruined one of the most sacred things in sports. We'll get into that, but let's get into our headlines first. Come on! All right, here's your sports headlines for the day. Yankees outfielder has left the building. Elvis has left the building. Jason Dominguez went into the wall, and because of that, he is going to be in concussion protocol. I have the video for you here. One second, let me get it on the screen for you. If you missed it, if you missed it, if you didn't, if you saw it, well, good for you. Here we go. This is the replay. This is Jason Dominguez eating it. Absolutely eating it. Here we go. Boom. Oh. That looked like it hurt, like, in a lot of different ways. Like it looks like it hurt. Oh, face plant. I mean... face plant. But it looked like he's like he got a whoop flash. Like he's gonna need a backiotomy. He's gonna need a neckiotomy. After the way it hit, he might need a faceotomy too, because his face. Let me see if I can pause it right on the impact. Let's see. We'll wait till that gets. Look at that. Ugh. That's so gross. So yeah, he's gonna be evaluated for concussion protocol. He gloved the ball 375 feet from the plate, yada yada yada. There you go. They bitch about the Astros banging trash cans. They're over there banging on walls. Cisco from way downtown. Bang.
Emotional damage.
All right, that's one of your headlines. The other headline, Colts have released a couple of players. One of them kind of surprising because of the way it went down and how it went down. Colts released Kenny Moore, cornerback, who's been with them since like 2017. But what's crazy is Moore went to the Colts and said, I want to trade. And they're like, do you hate us? Do you... Why? Is it us? Is it us? He's like, it's not you, it's me. I just want to see other people. I want to, So he went and asked for the trade, and they were like, the Colts GM, Ballard, was like, what's his name? Chris Ballard, is it? Is it Chris Ballard? I can't remember. Chris Ballard, I think. Well, anyways, Colts GM, yeah, Chris Ballard. He was like, well, you know what? I respect you. I love you. And by God, if that's what you want. He's like, did we do something? And Moore was just like, nah, just time for a change. And he was like, there's no animosity on my part. I just want to play somewhere else. They were like, oh, okay. That's cool. So Chris Ballard was like, yeah, no problem. We respect you. We love you. And he went hunting for a trade. And nobody wanted to trade for Kenny Moore. I should say Kenny Moore the second. What's the difference between the second and the junior? I don't know. I've always wondered that. Why are some the second and some are junior? Does it start with a first? I don't know. But couldn't find a trade. So they end up having to cut the guy. What? So you're like, hey, man, I want to be traded. And they're like, cool. And then you don't have a job anymore. What? Well, that's not what I said I wanted. Well, you wanted a change of scenery. Enjoy. Colts do save about $3 million. No, I'm sorry. They save $7 million in salary cap space with the move. It says, with teams well into their offseason and with Colts anticipating signing rookies, this weekend's rookie camp roster spots needed to be created. Moore, who was a Pro Bowl selection in 2021, joined the Colts in 17. Didn't go into depth on his trade request, which it was originally made, but he told ESPN, it's all good. It's all love. Ballard said, I think very highly of Kenny, not only me personally, but organizationally. I know the city feels the same. At the end of the day, talking to him, he just felt like it was time for change. Nothing much more than that. Okay. But boy, you got to be, you ever done that? If you don't give me more money, I will quit this job. And they're like, okay, well, we ain't giving you more money. So should we start looking for your replacement? You're like, wait. It's not what I meant. You got to watch it, man. You got to watch when you bluff. You know what I mean? I told Dallas, oh no, they cut Kenny. Well done, sir. Well done. So I think they're 2 only if there is a 3. But wouldn't that, I thought it went senior, junior in the 3rd. So if there's no 3rd, it's just senior, junior? Because I've seen senior, juniors, and 3rds. I'm also seeing the 1st, 2nds, and 3rds. That makes no sense. I don't get it. But yeah, so Colts did that, and they also waived or released safety Nasir Adderley. So they signed him last month, 3 years after he abruptly retired at age 25. So that didn't work out well. So yeah, that's that. Chuck, what am I missing? Chuck said Vrabel's stuff is getting out of control. What's the latest that I'm missing on this? I don't know of what you speak, sir. Is it something I missed? Or was it already something I knew about that we've talked about? I'm looking. Pat's Mays backs Vrabel. Diggs found not guilty. That was a sham. Manziel to give boxing a try. Jesus Christ. Do they drug test? Probably not, because it's exhibition. But he better not do sanctioned fights. I'll be drug tested. I'll be like, bro, the only person you can fight is Cocaine Bear. That's it. Oh my God. Every time he sneezes, powder comes out. It looks like LeBron entering a basketball game. He's like, achoo! Like, holy shit, how much do you have up there? Oh, the boat pics? Yeah. Yeah, it's a lot. It's a lot. TMZ has the story. Oh, shit. So TMZ had to go out and get better picks. Remember when they dropped their pick and they were like, oh, look how scandalous this is, and they were pretty much not. Well, now they went out. Vrabel video shows start of boat trip. Now, see, that's what's crazy is once you get TMZ on that ass, and you're in trouble. So here's a boat pic. Shows nothing. It cuts away right when she turns around to walk to him. Let me put this on the screen. This is stupid. This is so stupid. Here we go. This is the big TMZ boat pic. Ooh. Here we go. There's Vrabel looking like a Bigfoot, all blurry and small. And then boom, and that was it. Why'd you cut away? If there was something meaningful there, you shouldn't have cut away. And then boom, and that's it. Like what? Like, oh man, that's crazy. They walked to a boat together? Oh, wow. Man. You know what I saw in there? Fucking nothing. A whole lot of nothing. That was absolutely stupid. I don't know how much TMZ paid for that video, but they paid too much. We got video of Mike Vrabel walking on a dock. Rossini on Vrabel's dock. Wait, his dock. It was on the dock. They were passing each other. It was a thing. It was, it was one of those deals. That's it. Yo, Stephen Luther. What? Holy shit. We have a Stephen Luther sighting. I'll be damned. That's crazy. What up, pimp? Good to see you, man. Long time no see. Just over here. She was pregnant. Okay. Like so far, there's only been like one really damning photo. It was the one in the bar when he has his hand on her leg. But that's about it, too. And that could have just been a friendly little pat caught as, like, listen, I understand you were made of leather, and that's okay. I'm a football guy. It's all good. She does look like she's made of leather. Not the most attractive woman. I'm not saying Vrabel's a catch. But I don't think she's all that. She certainly ain't homewrecker hot. Right? Like, you got to be a certain level of hot on what do they call that? How do they measure peppers? How to measure pepper hotness. What's that scale? It's like the Scoville or whatever, the Scoville scale. Yeah, there you go. The Scoville scale. You can't be black pepper hot on the Scoville scale and expect to be a home wrecker. You got to be ghost pepper hot. You know what I mean? She's not. She's Dr. Pepper. Okay. That was stupid. She's just not, I don't know. She's not my thing. She don't do it for me. But to each their own, I guess. I don't know. Oh, okay. That was stupid. All right. Yo, what up, Chewy? Amos says she has 2 young kids. If I'm her husband, I'm getting DNA tests ASAP. No, only if one of them's named Mike or Michael. Otherwise, you got nothing to worry about. Dr. Seuss, she was on his, oh my God. I'm not even finishing that sentence, Total Dallas. I think it's the fact that she was pregnant with her son named Michael. I didn't know her son was named Michael. Well, now, yeah, now I'm with you now, Amos. I was tongue in cheek, jokey joke. Yo, dude's real name is Michael. Oh, her son. What's your son's name? Michael V. Rossini. What's the V stand for? Nothing. None, yeah. That starts with an N. You start with an N. What? I think, let's see. Yeah, the skulls go. I'm going to sell TMZ the video of Trey on Barry's deck wearing nothing but a Speedo. Do it! That way, when he becomes famous, you can make a lot of money. Chuck said, is that Vrabel's kid? That's like, I don't know. Does any of that really matter? None of that in that video was scandalous. So, you know what? We can file this under Dis Too Much. That was gonna be something for another topic, but don't get me wrong. Where there's smoke, there's fire. I think they're banging. I do. I think they're out there porking like nobody's business. I said porking. I'm bringing it back. Problem is, I haven't seen any evidence that is concrete. Now, I don't expect there to be a sex tape. There's not one video of them making out in public, holding hands We got a little hand on leg action, but like I said, that could have been a freeze frame. A moment in time. It's okay, Leatherface. Your marriage will improve. You want to go back to my room? No. Have you seen you? No. That would be me at the hotel. No. There would be pictures. I'd be like, it's okay, though. They'd be like, oh, Barry's banging Rossini. And I would just be so angry. Absolutely not. Absolutely not. Just saw a note on a reservation for this weekend that people put that they are celebrating a birthday. I guess no hand jobs are Rodan. Oh, damn. That'd be a boring ass birthday. What up, Walt? Her JJ. She is, yeah, okay. I would definitely get a DNA test now, knowing that one of the kids' name is Michael. Yeah, that's very sus. Very sus. All right. I missed an Ask Me Anything About Anything from Total Dallas. By the way, for those of you that came in on the raid and are still here watching, you can ask me a question about anything you want. Doesn't matter what it is. I am the smartest person I know. I will have an answer for you. Doesn't mean that you'll like it or it'll be good, but I have answers for any question in the world. Just don't ask about my sex life with my wife, and we're good. We keep that personal between us. I refuse to answer or discuss it. Other than that, fire away. Total Dallas had an Ask Me Anything About Anything. Does Gary Owen love in Houston? Wouldn't his crowds be perfect for you? I assume you meant, does Gary Owen get love in Houston? Yes. Yes, he usually does 2 weeks at the Improv, but now he's doing theaters, so he probably is going to switch to a theater. And yes, his crowds would be great for me. Here's the problem. One, I don't know Gary Owen, and Gary Owen don't know me. And so I'm not just gonna be like, Gary, I'm white, you're white, you like black crowds, I like black crowds. Come on, man. Brothers don't shake hands, brothers hug. Like, I can't just do that. I don't know the guy. You just don't do that. Only people that do that are new in the business and have no concept of, what to do. Is you just don't do that, right? You usually ask people that you know or whatever, but also I've seen him perform with other white comics, but I think for the most part his openers are usually black, which would make sense. It's a black crowd, so it would make sense that you would go out and get black openers. It's also true on the other side. I know black comic headliners that only want a white feature. They'll have an MC or a host that's black, but they don't want a black host, a black feature, and a black headliner. They want the guy in the middle to be white or, something else, or a girl, white, female, whatever. John Witherspoon was like that. Last time I got to perform for him, it was actually his last performance ever before he passed away. No, I didn't have nothing to do with it. Go fuck yourself. So yeah, I mean, it was just like, that was the thing. And he came up with Andy Huggins. So, who's a Houston comic, old white man here in Houston. And Andy was out of town, and Andy and I are good friends. So Andy was like, yeah, man, talk to Barry, he'll feature for you. So John said, yeah. And, but that was it. It was myself and, Ben Jackson, hilarious dude. He was the MC. So Ben's black. Then it was me and then John. And, yeah, that is definitely, I love, if I had my choice, if it was like, you can perform for any crowd, any fan base, whatever, it would probably just be black crowds. Like, predominant. I'm not saying exclusively, like, no white people allowed. I just have a better time on stage. Look, black crowds can be brutal. They can be, but there's really no dip. They're just as judgy as any other crowd. They just let you know a little quicker that you ain't it. You ain't got it tonight. You know what I mean? Or if they don't like something, they just stare at you. They're like, nope, next. So, you can't be hesitant. Hey, what up, Svart? Good to see you, man. Much love, pimp. What up, John Dorier? He met him on IG. Hit him up online. Mailman went on a run with him last week. He's white. Yeah, I know. That's not the first time they've gone on a run, but here's the deal. Mailman has a following. Mailman has a big following. And more importantly, they're both from Ohio. I just think that, I don't know. Maybe I'm just making excuses. I don't know. But I can't see me hitting up Gary Owen and be like, hey, bro, I'm pretty much Teemu Gary Owen. Let's roll together. He's going to be like, no. So, nah, I've only done that like once or twice. And every time I've done it, I've felt icky doing it. It's just like, ugh. Because that's just not how it's supposed to go. A little day party action going on. Nice. Very nice. Yeah, so she also tweeted, looking at 4-day-old Michael, who are the best Michaels to play and coach in the NFL? I do remember that. We talked about that. Yeah, we definitely talked about that. Oh, Stephen Luther with the VIP access. Come on. Let's get it, pimp. Hold up. Let me see. Let's see. Moderation? No, it's community. Roles manager. There we go. Original Luda. That's not how you do it. Add new. Original Luda _ Maybe you can make the name a little longer, Stephen Luther. That would be good. Let's see. Where in the shit? Let me just copy it. Copy. New. It's not finding you, bro. Are you already a VIP? Yep, you're already a VIP, pimp. Damn. I gotta figure out how to refund your points now. Oh shit. Rewards. No, that's not it. Shit. Let me, I gotta write this down. I'm gonna have to get back. I'm gonna have to give your points back because you already a VIP. That's why I couldn't find you. Let's see, refund. Oh, damn, pen don't work. Come on, what's this world coming to? Refund, Luda. All right, I will get you them points back. Just timeout, total dollars twice. There you go. Any NBA games tonight? Zvart wants to know. Yeah, man. Let's see. On the schedule, you got 2. Cleveland at Detroit, LA at OKC. Probably the favorites in both of those, the home teams, probably winning. He said, double down, bro. That's my bad. All good, pimping. All good, man. Much love to you, bro. Missed you here. Glad to see you back. But yeah, so Detroit is at home against Cleveland. Oklahoma City at home against LA. Both Detroit and Oklahoma City up 1-0 in the series. I think Oklahoma City will probably, I won't say sweep the Lakers, but they probably win in 5. I'll take Detroit in. I mean, the Magic pushed them to 7. There's no reason to think Cleveland can't, right? I'll take Detroit in 7, OKC in 5. Yeah. Then tomorrow's games, New York and Philly, San Antonio and Minnesota. Knicks already up 2-0 in that series, and now headed to Minnesota. San Antonio and Minnesota tied 1 apiece in that series. So it's no fun when the NBA is on Amazon Prime. Yeah, that does suck. It's a shame, really, because everybody, well, I assume everybody has Prime, but not everybody thinks about it or wants to use it or, yeah, I mean, I guess I shouldn't assume everybody has Prime, but you know, we order Amazon a lot. So, yeah, it gets a little crazy. But yeah, it does make it suck. Like there's no alternate way to watch the games unless one sees it the illegal way. Don't do that. Oh, we talking baseball. No, we're not talking baseball. We're about to talk NCAA basketball. Because, and that's what this topic is right here. This too much. Bro, I don't know if y'all heard. And I didn't even know that they were working on this shit. But apparently, in their infinite wisdom, the NCAA has decided to expand the men's and women's basketball tournaments to 76 games. Teams, I mean. 76 games would be crazy. 76 teams. What? Amy said the games look better on Prime. Barry gets paid to lead, not read. Oh, what'd I say? Oh, basketball. And okay. My bad. Yes, we're talking basketball. Now Cece wants to talk. Oh, we talking Spurs? Spurs got a little spanking in that first game, but figured it out. 76 team field. And I know what you're thinking. You're probably like me. And your first thought is, no, I don't need this. I don't want this. I don't give a shit about this. I don't care about seeds 14, 15, and 16 in all 4 regions. So that's what? 3 times? That's 12 teams that I don't care about? And you want to add another 12? No, I don't care about the other 12. Now, the only positive I can think of this, and we'll get to the article and the details, but here's the only thing. Are we going to eliminate this 7 versus 7 play-in game where one team gets a 7 seed and the other team is out of the tournament? Because that's asinine. So if you're telling me that all the 4 7 seeds that got eliminated are now in the field of 64, and you're pushing down the teams that would have been like 16 in all 4 regions, and they now go into the 12-team bracket or something. Okay. Because like Texas, wasn't it Texas that missed out this year? They deserve to be in better than most of those teams. It's just stupid. It's stupid that you're like, you could be a 7 seed or nothing. 7 seed or bust is bananas. So I would take it if that's what they did. Now, here's what ESPN had to say about the tournament. It's the first time the men's tournament has expanded since 2011, and the women's has expanded since 2022. It says expanding the Division I men's and women's basketball championships is the right decision for the student athlete. That's not a thing anymore. They get paid. Programs that will now have access to the greatest event in college sports. Blah, blah, blah. As NCAA leaders, we're especially excited to provide additional highly competitive games for fans who look forward to March Madness. Just stop. Cap! Know what the kids say? Cap! All the caps. Oh my God. Andy Caps. I knew a chick named Stephanie Caps in elementary school. I had to ride through her yard one day because I shit my pants. And I had to go home and I had to cut through Stephanie Caps' yard. I remember that. So that's Caps. It was a long story. All right. I was young. I thought I was going to fart. I shit all over myself. Shout out to Stephanie Caps' dog for being a real one and not attacking me. What else? All the caps. I don't know. Cap guns, all the caps. Starter, new era caps. It's horseshit. No one wants to watch a bunch of schools they've never heard of play each other. It's like, there's a buzzer beater that gets them into the field of 64 to get their ass beat. Yawn. Says expansion from 68 to 76 teams marks the men's tournament's largest increase since it moved to 64 in 1985. It went from 64 to 65 in 2001 and then added 3 more teams in 2011. With the increase to 76, the first 4 doubleheaders on back-to-back days in Dayton will be replaced by a 12-game opening round. Oh, for fuck's sake. I see exactly what's happening here. Yeah, Captain Kangaroo. Good job, CC. I see what's happening here. A 12-game opening round. Let me hold on. Let me run this through Google Translate for you. Hey, Google, translate this for me. In NCAA speak, it says, will be replaced by a 12-game opening round. Boom. Oh, that's just TV money, player. Yeah, that's what I thought, man. That's what I thought. That's all this is. They're just like, how can we put more games on TV so we can get more TV revenue? Because that's where the money is. This is not about the fan experience. This is about money. Period. End of story. That's all this is. They're going to add 12 games. That's all they give a shit about. That's it. There will now be 3 games each day in Dayton and 3 games each day in a second city yet to be determined, with sources telling ESPN that the second city is expected to be west of the Eastern time zone to help with logistics. On the women's side, 12 opening round games will be played on the Wednesday and Thursday between Selection Sunday and the beginning of the round of 64. Half of the 24 opening round teams will be the lowest seeded automatic qualifiers. The others will be the lowest seeded at large teams. Traditional 64 team first round and ensuing rounds will remain the same in both the men's and the women's. So let's see. Half of the 24 opening round teams will be the lowest seeded automatic qualifiers. So 16, right? So 1, 2, 3, 4. I guess they go in the field of 64. So 61, 62, 63, and 64. Well, no, because it's 12 teams, so it'll be 58, right? Huh. Yeah, so it'll be 6. Oh, yeah. So your 4 16 seeds and 2 of the 15 seeds. The lowest 2 15s, I guess. I don't know. It's stupid. The other lowest seeded at-large teams will be the other half. Traditional 64 team, blah, blah, blah. Movement toward expanding has been ongoing for more than 3 years as the college football playoff expanded. Yeah, I saw something the other day that said, what would you rather have? 76 teams in March Madness or 24 teams in the CFP? Fuck that. 76 in March Madness. Don't you March Madness my football. Don't you do it. Don't you March Madness my football. Don't need that. Let's see. It says movement toward expanding the NCAA tournament has been ongoing. College athletes contend with conference realignment and the growth of 4 biggest conferences. In 2023, NCAA Division I Board of Directors approved a transformation committee's recommendation to expand all sports championship events to include 25% of the teams. Men's basketball committee began discussing expanding the field that summer. NCAA presented expansion plans to D1 conference commissioners summer of 24, including options to increase to 72 or 76. NCAA President Charlie Baker publicly endorsed the move in the spring of 25. From my point of view, the more teams we can get in the tournament and make it work logistically and mathematically, the better. It gives more kids the opportunity to experience that. Shut the fuck It's not about, it's literally about the money, you jackass. Just hit us straight, Charlie. Just tell us the truth, Mr. Baker. Every time I hear Charlie Baker, I think of that Ice Cube lyric. Sent you to Charlie Baker, Denver Row. Now they're running up in you slow. All right. This is horseshit. It's just all about the money. Nobody believes you, Charlie. Nobody. You're a lie. You are cap. All Captain Kangaroo. So when do brackets get locked in? Who the fuck knows, Cisco? That's a great question. Probably now. Like, but it's May. Exactly. Lock it in now, bud. Lock it in now. Walt said once they added the 65th team, they can go all the way up to 128 without adding an extra round. So this may be only the beginning. Oh, Jesus. Walt. Don't say that. Yuck. No, don't. Oh, God. Yeah, I don't need that in my life. I don't need that in my life. No, thank you. No, thank you. Yeah. God, 128. I wouldn't watch. I'll tell you that right now. I ain't watching 128 versus 127. Are you fucking kidding me? Boy, who's ready for some January madness? No. Said nobody ever. I'm not watching that horse shit. No, thank you. Let's see. Gives more coaches a chance to hit their bonus for making the tournament. Well, that's true. There's that money. Donna said she likes the Prime broadcast. I don't care. I just like to watch it. My only thing that I think is good is that they have the replays on, so you don't have to like DVR it, so to speak. Because like on Fubo, I'm like, record all MLB games, all NHL games, all NFL, and all NBA. Record every game, and then I'll decide what I want to watch and delete it or whatever. So as long as I can go back and watch stuff, that's fine. Total Dallas said Lone Star College going dancing. For those of you still in on the raid from USNT that are not USNTV that are not from the Houston area, Lone Star College is just a community college here in Houston, Texas. I went there. They don't even have a mascot. I don't know what that, like, I always called them the Lone Star Fighting Librarians. I had no idea what the mascot is. That's so funny, Total Dallas. CC said, well, my bracket is busted. Yeah, the odds of a perfect bracket now, I wonder if they still include all 76 teams. You know who's behind this? I can tell you right now who's behind this. FanDuel, DraftKings, Bovada, all these online gambling places. That's who's behind this. And the NCAA because they want money. Oh my God. Chris from Sam Houston said they have a mascot now. I think it's an eagle. Wow. Real creative. Oh. The Eagles. Because there's so many eagles flying around the Lone Star campus. Why couldn't they have been more realistic? Right? Like, everybody tries to, not that there's a ton of cougars. Well, there is a lot of cougars in Houston, but I was going to say not the ones that go wow, but they do that wow. But not like animal cougars. Okay, yeah, maybe they are animals, the cougars I'm thinking of. You know what? Good job, U of H. You nailed it. U of H Cougars. And it's not this. It's this. It's two in the pink, one in the think tank. Okay, each campus has its own. What? Unless it's for a trip to Vegas. Cece still never got her trip to Vegas. Hilarious. You fell for it. Oh my goodness. Oh shit. Here was Cece right here. Here's Cece. Look, here's the okie doke. Here's Cece. Whoop, she fell for it. Bam! Right there in the okie doke. Poor Cece. She got the Lone Star Chipotle's. No, I swear it should be like the Lone Star Underachievers. Right? Oh, so apparently Chris said every campus has its own mascot. Perfect. We can name them all. Like Lone Star Montgomery. That's the Lone Star Job Hunters. Yeah, good job. Yeah, Sci-Fair. That's the Lone Star trying to get started too late in life. There you go. Yeah, that's good. Lone Star Tomball. That's the Lone Star Trade School Sucks. Yeah. Okay, so there's Lone Star College, University Park, Leo the Lion. Jesus Christ. Tomball's Trevor the Timberwolf, because there's a ton of Timberwolves around here. Montgomery is Monty the Maverick, a horse with a blue mane. So it's an emo horse. LCS Online is Blaze the Dragon. They gave the online school a mascot? Oh my God. North Harris is Cat 5. Oh, it's a cat. North Harris is a cat. Okay. I think. Yeah. And then Sci-Fair, often represented by a falcon. That's because Jersey Village, right? Those are the stupidest ideas ever. Really. So, and not a one eagle. Look at you. Trying to talk all smart. Would you go to a Lone Star? Like me? All right. There's your historical facts on Lone Star College and their mascots. I bet the mascots are goofy looking too. I can just, yeah, I mean, it's community college. It's community college. They probably were like, I want to be an artist. They were like, okay, Doug, well then draw us a dragon. Doug's like, this is a dragon. It's like, Doug, that looks like a platypus. It's a dragon. Okay, fine. It's a platyragon. Okay, fine. What do you want? Jesus Christ, you should have stayed in school. Tomball, meth heads, and Montgomery married siblings, the online chat GPT, you cheaters. Yeah, it was like they were trying to go with, I don't know, letters. Montgomery was Monty the Maverick from Montgomery. MMM. Tomball was Trevor the Timberwolf. University Park, they went with Leo the Lion. How come you didn't come up with something clever for you? Huh? The Lone Star College, University Park. I don't know. Ukuleles. Uvulas. I don't know. Yeah. The online Blaze the Dragon. Jesus Christ. I hate it here. They really missed the opportunity to name the online mascot the mice. Oh, no shit, huh, Cisco? Right? That's crazy. Instead, it's Blaze the Dragon. Yeah, because the online school needs a mascot for all of the sports that they play. Okay, that's enough me being a hater. What do you guys want to talk about? I've petered out on this. I'm done. I'm angry. Stupid ass Lone Star Cub starter undergoes surgery. Altuve received an unusual tribute from the Houston Zoo. Would they like name a? That would be funny if they named a trash can after him. Yeah, the Altuve, the Altuve Waste and Recycle Center. Okay, not funny. Altuve is a 9-time All-Star, member of 2 World Series winning teams, became a popular name in the city, and the Houston Zoo is now paying tribute in a unique way. The zoo announced that it named a new baby monkey, Tuve, in honor of the Astros star. Meet Tuve, our newest baby howler monkey. Aren't those like devastatingly mean howler monkeys? I thought howler monkeys were like assholes. Is that not what? Get out of here. I thought howler monkeys were like, I really did. Maybe not, but I thought howler monkeys were aggressive. Let's Google that. Are howler monkeys aggressive? Howler monkeys are generally not aggressive towards humans and are considered gentle by nature, despite their intimidating, incredibly loud calls that can be heard for miles. While they usually avoid conflict and spend most of their time high in trees. So they're just out here smoking weed, just hanging out in the trees, just... I don't know how a howler monkey sounds. I don't know. Woo! I don't know. That's what... I can't imagine you're doing a lot of holler when you're high. You're probably like... What's up, man? Like, howler dudes. Howler dude monkeys. What? Whoa, man. They may defend themselves if threatened or cornered, occasionally throwing branches or fruit. That's crazy. So it throws fruit at you like an angry Mexican mom throws her chancla. That is fantastic. I love it. Howler monkeys. This is what a howler monkey looks like, by the way. Oh, this is this one. This is what Tuve the howler monkey looks like, in case you're wondering. There you go. Looks just like him, really. Boy. There he is. Tuve the howler monkey. And now you know the rest of the story. I don't know. This is fucking stupid. I'm sure there's like comments on Larry Brown Sports about it. That were like, hey, you got a little trash can cheater. You got a dang cheater. I saw that. Altuve whiffed on an Ohtani pitch that was way out of the zone. I'm talking way out of the zone. He chased it like Bagwell and Biggio style chase. Not just like, oh, almost got, it was like, it wasn't even close. He had started out of the zone and moved further, and he still went after it. And of course, every dipshit with two thumbs and an idea, oh, it's hard to hit it when you don't know what's coming. Like, what the fuck? Are we still doing that? Still? Fuck. It's crazy. Crazy. J-Ro, what's up, man? That's so funny. J-Ro texted me. For those of you that don't know, J-Ro is my barber. Well, when I can afford it. Jeff Passenger says the Astros are sign stealing again.
Heck yeah!
Jeff Passenger. Okay, Donna, need you to get your shit together.
Heck yeah!
Cisco's in the shitter. That's awesome. Hey, Chris, thank you for resubscribing for 39 months. Much appreciated, my friend. Big Stout. Thank you for resubscribing with your Prime for 5 months. Big Stout's the man. He said, sorry, the trash can beatings will outlive you, Barry. Ain't that the fucking truth? Oh, my God. But we don't, nobody brings up the Apple Watches and the center field cameras. Red Sox and Yankees. The whole reason that the Astros got in trouble like they did, 1, they were stubborn. 2, they were stupid. And 3, it was because the Yankees and the Red Sox were cheating their asses off And so baseball's like, okay, that's enough. No more cheating with electronics. And then everybody else quit. And the Astros are like, a trash can's not electronic. They're like, yeah, but the feed that you're using to bang out the signs are. Donna's day drunk, right? Jeff, well, listen, if Jeff Passenger says it, I believe it. That's a fact. If Jeff Passenger comes out with a report, you best believe I'm on board. I'm riding with it. You hear me? Yeah. Jeff Passenger says it, I'm riding with it. Let's see. Astros cheated. The fuck is going on, folks? Happy Thursday. What up, Pew Pew? Good to see you, brother. Because ESPN staff are fans of the Dodgers, Yankees, and Red Sox. That's a fact. That's 100% fact. But here's the thing, okay? Before I even go looking for Jeff Passenger's information, are they stealing signs the legitimate way, like standing on second base, taking a sneak peek back? Or is he suggesting that they are, once again, using illegal means like electronics and video to steal the signs? Because it's two different things entirely. There's always going to be sign stealing in baseball. Sign stealing is not illegal. If you can stand on second base and decipher what the catcher is doing, great. But guess what? They use the little pitch. What is it called? Oh, shit. Fuck, I forget now. So you would have to be on some CIA espionage shit to steal. Let's see. Oh, wow. Jeff Passan. Let's start with some facts. The New York Yankees cheated. The Boston Red Sox cheated. The Houston Astros cheated. All of them used technology in real time to steal signs. Yeah. Full stop. Full fucking stop. Let's see. I see nothing from Passenger about the Astros' current sign stealing. Jeff Passan, Astro sign stealing 2026. Okay, I don't see. I don't see anything. Is it a tweet, Donna? What was it? I don't see. Don't see it. Even Cash Patel can see that the Astros aren't stealing signs. Yeah, PitchCom. Thank you, Dre. Oh, looking from second base. Well, no shit, Jeff. No shit. He was on McAfee show today, and he said they're stealing signs from second base. Oh, Macaulay Culkin moment. Oh. And this is not directed at you, Donna. This is directed at that fucking mealy mouth, bullshit ass reporter. Bro, everybody in baseball is stealing signs from second base, or at least trying to. But with PitchCom, it's a lot harder to do so. So what you're looking for is location. You're not going to know if it's fastball, if it's a breaking ball, if it's a changeup. But you can certainly let people know inside, outside, up, and down. And guess what? They're all doing it. Like he had some big ass revelation. Oh, guess what? Major League Baseball team stealing signs from second. Oh. Can you believe it? I have breaking news. Who's your source, Jeff? My eyeballs. Yeah, that's all of our sources. You just know. If you've been around baseball, you know. It's what they do. Jeff Passan can suck a ball. I saw Jeff Passenger on the McAfee show today. Yeah, he can suck my left ball. Seriously. Steal that sign. No, not Siri, bitch. I said seriously. Get out of here. Stop listening to me, whore. She said, I won't respond to that. And then said, okay. Siri got her feelings hurt, y'all. Go away.
Okay.
I was like, fuck you, Siri. She was like, I won't respond to that. I was like, go away. She said, okay. That's hilarious. Sleepy Joe and Tim Walls wouldn't have seen shit. That's true too. Jeff Passenger has breaking news. The Astros are trying to win by scoring more runs than their opponent. Also breaking news. They're trying to lose by giving up more runs than they score. Jesus Christ. What a shit show. Maury Povich, when it comes to 2026, Astros are not cheating. Thank you. Total Dallas. That wasn't funny, but it was accurate, I guess. Yeah, I don't know. How do we get there from the Tuve Howler monkey? I don't know. Okay, what is this? Who's what? Oh, interesting. Okay, I get it now. No, thank you. I got followed by some new thing, and it was one of those ones where you're like, oh, they want me to follow them back. They think that's what this is. And then it was like, I'm not watching on seeing your. I don't even go to Twitter, so don't follow me on Twitter. Fuck Twitter. It's awful. Awful. What? Oh, get out of here. Okay. What time is it? 4:35. So we got a little time. We can do whatever y'all want. We've got into some MLB. We got our This Too Much in for NCAA talk. We can do some NBA or this topic, which is, I don't know, whatever in the fuck y'all want to talk about. That's what that is. IDKWETFYWTTA. I don't know. Whatever in the fuck y'all want to talk about. That's a topic. Pew Pew said, keep talking shit to Siri. She gonna remember it when the AI apocalypse is inevitably gonna happen. Oh no. I don't fuck with her. No, not at all. I got Google in the house. I got ChatGPT and Claude. That's who I'm teamed up with. She can't hang with that. That's a gang. That's gang right there, man. She can't handle that. No. Astros could be the first team in history to score 1,500 runs and give up 1,600. Ain't that the truth? There'll be a minus 100. Accurate. Accurate. I keep trying to install like a AI agent on this computer, but then I'm like, this computer sucks. It's already... I mean, once USN TV rated, it was like, oh, we're here for a fire, because it was like right when the show started. I was talking about my processor fan isn't working. So they're like, oh, let's wait till the fire happens. That's probably why they're hanging around. Donna hasn't asked me anything about anything. Do you know where Joel is going to work? Saw it on Facebook. Yes. Yes, I do. Yes. Any thoughts on Draymond Green and Austin Rivers beef? Yeah, good question. Let's get to that. Let me see here. Here we go. Yeah, here we go. A little Dak impression there. Let's see. Where is the has anything, do y'all see Shaq's foot last night? Oh God, no. I won't look. If I know I'm gonna see Shaq's foot, I don't look. It is, I've seen it once, and it is gross. It's the only way you can really describe it, is it's disgusting. All right, here we go. Beef, Draymond and Austin Rivers says the Bounce Beef Court is back in session for another important case. This time, we give a contentious dispute between Warriors forward Draymond Green and former guard Austin Rivers. It began with Draymond offering up a very curious take regarding his coach Steve Kerr on his podcast. When I think of who I was offensively as a player and who I became, I think a part of that is due to him. I don't hold that against him. I'm forever grateful that he still put me in a position to be successful and that I could become Draymond Green despite my offensive role on our team. Green mentioned that he hadn't had a single play run for him since 2016. That caused Rivers to question what Green was talking about. And to be fair, many people wondered aloud if Green was being unreasonable, incorrect, delusional, or all the above. Rivers was asked on the Dan Patrick Show on how to feature Draymond, and Rivers responded with, featured doing what? He called it ridiculous that Draymond thinks like this. Because Draymond isn't a scorer, and he's left open 80% of the time. There was a video. Let me see if I can find it. It said, Rivers noted because Draymond's such a high IQ player, he's taken advantage by making other plays. Claimed it wasn't a slight to say Draymond wouldn't be a future Hall of Famer if he were drafted to another team. I don't know, it kind of sounds like a slight. Draymond fired back on his podcast, and Rivers responded. So let me see if I can find Draymond's. Here we go. Y'all know I got to get the audio ready. Y'all know I got to. It takes a second. It's stupid. It's the one thing that sucks about vMix. Got to do this every time. Okay. Here's the audio from that podcast. This is Draymond responding to Austin Rivers.
I don't like to get in these back and forths because, quite honestly, guys that you usually get into the back and forths with, they become back and forths because it's like one of them like severely tips something this way and the other is just like kind of so far down that it kind of pulls you back a little bit. And so, speaking of Austin Rivers, I saw he said he's bewildered and it's ridiculous of what I said. And I just find it interesting that a guy who was the 10th pick in my draft, I was 35, who's on his second act, still on act 1, he goes, Draymond, never been a scorer. Austin, you and I averaged the same amount of points in high school. And I say high school because that's when you were at your best. And then in college, he was still good. He was very featured at Duke because NBA careers, should he really talk about my NBA career? I'm still with my first team. He was gone from his first team in 2 years. The guy received the biggest bailout in U.S. history prior to President Trump bailing out the airlines when his dad gave him $42 million. And I tip my hat to Doc. I pray that I can give DJ $200 million or give Deuce $250 million. I pray that I can do that one day. I love how people just go take the 15 seconds that they want to take and make it a headline. But I really enjoyed watching Austin Rivers be bewildered.
Okay. So that was Draymond, and this was Austin Rivers.
Is ridiculous. Seriously. Ridiculous. But you know what? I'm going to address it because you crossed the line and you were mad disrespectful for whatever reason. You've been around too long. We both were drafted in the same class. The fact that you don't have the wherewithal to do your due diligence and actually understand I was being highly complimentary of you on the Dan Patrick Show. But it's you, and I shouldn't be surprised. You always act irrationally, emotionally immature. And your anger always puts you in hot water. So here I am having to address a video of you belittling my career. First off, Draymond, we weren't the same players in high school. I don't care about our numbers being similar. I did it at the national level, at the top level. Hence why I got the Naismith Award, and I got pretty much every award you could think of in high school. I was ranked number 1. You were ranked, I don't know. So cut it out. Next. College, you actually were a really good college basketball player, but it's hard to compare because I was only there for 6 months. Something you could never do. Talk about I was, one of the featured guys. No, I was the guy. I led my team in scoring. I was first team All-ACC, freshman player of the year, lottery pick. Stop. Next, the NBA. Hey, man, you got it, Dre. I mean, listen, I played in the NBA for more than 10 years, more than a decade, but 11 years, but I'm not a Hall of Famer like you. So I'll give you that credit. All right, you got it. But let's peel back that onion and understand why. Easy, Tiger. Okay? You have the delusion, the non-wherethal, the irony of you saying I'm part of the biggest bailout in NBA history. Draymond, you were the luckiest basketball player I think I've ever seen, especially in modern day history. Let's talk about that. You were drafted to a franchise with the Hall of Fame front office, Bob Myers, Hall of Fame coach, Steve Kerr, the greatest shooter of all time, and perhaps the top 5 player of all time, Steph Curry, Hall of Famer. One of the greatest shooters, top 5 shooter of all time, another Hall of Famer, Klay Thompson. The Swiss Army knife himself, the guy who could do a little bit of everything on the floor, Andre Iguodala, another Hall of Famer. I know, keep up. It's a lot of talent. Not to mention one of the most lethal scorers of all time and arguably a top 10 player of all time, Kevin Durant, the same guy you chased off because of this, your mouth. You talk too much.
Woo!
And that's not even counting the plethora of talent around those guys. The Sean Livingstons, the Barbosas, the Andrew Wiggins, the Jordan Pooles, who you also chased off. Cut it out. Draymond, you're the backpack jump shooter. You're the guy that everyone leaves open. No one guards you. There are hours and hours and hours of film of just you being left wide open. In fact, anybody can just YouTube or Google or watch any Draymond game ever, and he's open all game. There are clips of you getting a rebound and just driving in a straight line and just getting a wide open layup because everyone's fanning out to guard the actual talent on the team. Talking about Steve Kerr hindered your career. Bro, Steve Kerr made your career. How dare you? Coming at me? Are you kidding me? I wish I could give my son $200 million if I was a coach. Yo, the NBA doesn't give coaching jobs to guys who may or may not sucker punch one of the players and staff.
Oh, damn. I tell you what, that, my friends, is a major league beef. That's a good spat right there. That's a good old fashioned Donnybrook war of words. So to answer your question, Amos, had any thoughts on the beef? Yeah, I have thoughts. You ever watched two people that nobody gives a shit about argue on social media like they're the most important people in the world? That's what this is. I don't think Draymond's a Hall of Famer. I just don't. But it's basketball, and basketball puts in anybody. And because he's got rings, they will put Draymond in the Basketball Hall of Fame. Draymond had some really good points about the money that Austin Rivers got. Like, would he have gotten that money if Doc wasn't it? You know? Look, would Bronny James be in the NBA if his dad wasn't LeBron? No. He wouldn't. Would Giannis's brothers have gigs in the No. They probably wouldn't. I mean, somebody's got to fill the 12th spot on the bench, I guess. But the fact is, there's a lot of nepotism in the NBA. There has been and will continue to be. But I think when Austin Rivers got down to Draymond's NBA backpack shooter, woo, that's a deep cut. That's a deep cut right there. And then to say, if I was a head coach, they don't let people who sucker punch their teammates. Oh, that was the death blow right there. I could just see Draymond on this podcast going like this, and all you hear is finish him. And Austin's like, man. Yeah, you're right. Amos said he needed the ether beat behind that. He let loose. He got loose. I just that was pretty brutal. Jordan's son gets Columbia's best. A lot of mid players get the money Rivers got. Oh, yeah, Matt Maloney. His dad doesn't coach for the Rockets. He still got paid. Kelvin Cato. Come on. A lot of guys get that money. But I got to say, if we're just judging who won, Austin won. Austin won like the war of words. Draymond has had the better career, obviously. But that little spat, that little war of words, Austin eviscerated him because he thought about it. He was, what's the word I'm looking for? I can see that on the screen. That's driving me crazy. He thought about it and was, he was more precise with his cuts. You know, like Draymond sounded petty. Austin Rivers sounded vengeful. And there's a difference when you go on the attack, right? Oh, wow. That's a good point, Chris. Maloney married Rudy T's daughter, so his dad sort of did. Well, okay, touche. I think Draymond was more disrespectful to Barkley. Calculated is a good word, Perry. Austin was calculated. It's almost, I wonder if he had all his points written. He was like, backpack shooter. That's a good one. All right. I'll put this on my screen so I can read it. I never checked to see if he was like looking away when he was talking. He was like, and another thing, Draymond, you're a backpack shooter. Fuck. That'd be great if Austin Reeves was reading it all, but he's a terrible reader. He reads. Who was it that they had in the NFL draft? They were like, they knew this man couldn't read and they still had him read the pick. Who was that? That'd be great if that was Austin Reeves. He's like reading his takes. He's like, and another thing, Draymond, you're a backpack shitter. What? Shooter. Yeah. Austin is the underdog because of the career disadvantage. Oh, 100%. There's no doubt Draymond's had a better career than him. There's no doubt. So, I mean, you can't. It's just a fact. It's not like nobody is like disputing that. You're not going to look at the two. And Austin wasn't even trying to be like, I'm a better NBA player than you. And that. Oh, he's not. He literally says, he said, you belittle me and disrespect me and my father for no damn reason. Who do you think you are? I think you hang around your big bro. We all know who I'm talking about. And you maybe start to think you're him. It's talking about LeBron. You're not, LOL. You're just a fan and a friend. Fall back respectfully. I'm not an NBA Hall of Fame guy, and I don't have your, quote, NBA resume. But you need a reality check for real. Like, come on, Dre, really? David Alexander said the fact that you freestyled all this with no edits was crazy. Eminem would be proud. Yeah, that's the other thing is if you look, damn it. Let's see. Reopen, close tab. What the frick did I do with the Draymond beef? Where did that go? Let's see. Here we go.
This is the garden.
Oh, shut the fuck up. And here we go. But watch, I didn't have Draymond on screen, but look how many jump cuts there are.
I don't like to get in these back and forths because, quite honestly, guys that you usually get into the back and forths with, they become back and forths because it's like one of them like severely tips something this way and the other just like kind of so far down that it kind of pulls you back a little bit. And so, speaking of Austin Rivers, I saw he said he's bewildered and it's ridiculous of what I said. And I just find it interesting that a guy who was the 10th pick in my draft,
lot of jump cuts.
35.
A lot of people saying Draymond has diarrhea. A lot of jump cuts. On the other hand,
You need to fall back, Dre. Let's just be frenemies.
Whew.
Come on, Draymond. This is ridiculous. Seriously. Ridiculous. But you know what? I'm going to address it because you crossed the line and you were mad disrespectful for whatever reason. You've been around too long. We both were drafted in the same class. The fact that you don't have the wherewithal to do your due diligence and actually understand I was being highly complimentary of you on the Dan Patrick Show. But it's you, and I shouldn't be surprised. You always act irrationally, emotionally immature. And your
see, he
anger
keeps
always
looking off
puts
screen,
you
so I'm like,
in hot water. So here I am having to address a video of you belittling my career. First off, Draymond, we weren't the same players in high school. I don't care about our numbers being similar. I did it at the national level, the top level. Hence why I got the Naismith Award, and I got pretty much every award you could think of.
I love that he had it in the background.
Number one, you were ranked, I don't know. So cut it out. Next. College, you actually were you actually a really good college basketball player, but it's hard to compare because I was only there for 6 months. Something you could never do. Talk about
that's
one of the
cold,
guys.
man.
I was the guy. I led my team in scoring. I was first team All ACC, freshman player of the year.
That was like something you could never do. Here's what Draymond did regarding Chubb.
Welcome back to NBA Tip-Off here on ESPN. It's brought to you by AT&T. End of the road for the Warriors this year in the play-in. And you see some of the facts and figures. Second fewest wins, 37 under Steve Kerr from 2014 on. And
He's not here yet to decide.
yeah.
That ain't half bad, Kenny.
You gonna take that?
I mean, I don't want to leave it.
Excellent answer.
You just thinking about it?
I don't want to leave it. I got a date.
take it. I want to leave it.
The date not here yet to decide.
Hey, so we want to spend a few minutes just talking to you about what's going on in your life and your career, and 14 years in the league all with the same team. And then I saw at the end of the game you and Steph and Steve in a group hug.
I just don't know. I don't know him. Like, he want me. Injury.
Where was it?
No.
It's greener. Tell you that. And sometimes it is, but a lot of times it is. And you have a champ right away. You like, oh,
Jared.
but the one thing that I used to always say is, this is not the real NBA.
No disrespect. Disrespect.
Well, it's over for the Warriors.
I heard
Real NBA. And you know what the
There we
first
go.
time in my life I felt like I was playing for? A check. First time ever. Well, it's over for the Warriors.
There you go.
I mean, no disrespect.
But disrespect is. There you go.
No
disrespect. Disrespect.
It ends for every old team. You have your run, you get old.
He's
y'all
right.
Clay goal. You and Steph on the backside of y'all careers. It just passed you by. Y'all had one of the greatest runs ever. If you think you're not in the playoffs, you're not gonna make. You think you're gonna get healthier for next year? You're just gonna get older. That's no disrespect. You guys had one of the greatest runs of all time. If you want to compete, you're gonna have to leave there. If Steph wants to compete, he's gonna have to leave there. You're gonna have to make that decision.
What if they bring the right pieces in?
They can't bring the right pieces
Why?
because they don't have no cap space.
Okay.
They're paying guys like
They don't have
Draymond too
any
much
cap
money.
Do you believe this? Do you believe that you believe what he's talking over here?
Well, here's what I would say. We had to hug for a reason, right? Like, we're not.
Because it's over.
We're not oblivious.
Yeah.
So, like, this could be the end.
At least, that's the thing that makes me laugh. It ended for Larry Bird Celtics. It ended for Isaiah Thomas Pistons. It ended for Michael Jordan Bulls, The Last Dance.
Absolutely.
It ended for Tim Duncan and Parker and Ginobili. It always ends. Sports are for young people. You hope to have a great long career, but sports, nobody wins when they're 37, 38.
But you said what you said. I didn't want to hear if he believes what
38. Why do you say it like that?
I think the goal is just to not look like you in the Houston Rockets uniform.
Yeah.
Is ultimately the goal for us. Like, we don't want to.
What does that look like?
Did you see it?
I'm just asking.
I saw it. I mean, so, we're always going to try to compete. When you win championships, the goal will always be to try to reach that level. Can we get back to that level? Listen, to your point, Jimmy's going to miss a lot of next year. Moses is going to miss a lot of next year. That's $70 million. $75 million of a, $160 million payroll. So it's going to be tough.
I know Barkley is
But
just
make no
like,
mistake about it. The goal will always be to compete at a championship standard level. Whether we win a championship,
did he fire back?
You have to redefine what success, right? Still the most sellouts in the NBA, still the most national TV games in the NBA, and you just want to give yourself a chance. Success may not be for us at this point a championship, right? That's the way it goes. And so I think understanding what is success at this point is key for us. Knowing and understanding that it may not be realistic to win a championship, but can we continue to build to that so that once we leave this organization, it's still in a great space of where they have that pedigree and they can try to build on that, like it's worked out. Exactly.
Do you have any idea what Steve's going to do?
I think and hope he wouldn't be all of the incredible defensive player overall, and it made you.
So Barkley didn't fire back, but let me tell you something. And yeah, Chuck took the high road for sure. And you have the point that I wanted to make too, Perry. Every player in the twilight of their career does that. And that was Barkley's point, right? Barkley was like, man, it was not disrespectful. It was facts. It's the same thing I've been telling y'all about the Astros. It's like, look, but the Astros are in this weird, they've got young talent coming up and like, but you don't see any superstar young talent coming up on the Warriors. So it's like the dynasty is winding down. That's it. It was a great run. Nothing wrong with that. All good things come to an end. And that was all Barkley was saying. And that was pretty chicken shit of Draymond to be like, we just don't want to play like you did with the Rockets. Or maybe Jordan with the Wizards. Maybe Olajuwon with the Raptors. Maybe, who was it that mentioned it? Pew Pew Perry said Shaq in Boston. Like, that happens more often than not. Where LeBron is the exception to, yes, B. Hannon. Tom Brady is the exception. But more often than not, unless you're the best player that ever lived in your profession, a la Brady, LeBron, then you're probably gonna, look, these guys get to the level that they're at, and it's not because they don't believe in themselves. So when you have this belief in you that you're still the greatest, even though your body won't do it, your mind says you can. What do they say? Father Time's undefeated. And it happens. And it happens to everybody. And it's happening to Draymond. And it will happen to Steph. There's just no shame in it. But for Draymond to get that defensive and attack Barkley like that, I'd love to see what Barkley's numbers were when he was a Rocket. Let's see, Barkley's stats, Basketball Reference. Because it was definitely uncalled for. Yeah, and Barkley just didn't play a lot of games. I mean, most injuries and shit like that. Let's see. Where the hell did my... There we go. I'll get out of here. Here we go. Here's Barkley's stats, right? Points per game as a Rocket. 19. He was an all-star. He was 16th in MVP voting. I mean, that was the last time he was in the MVP and all-star conversation. But, I mean, he started playing in 84, 85. And he played 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 12, 13 years. 12 of those not with Houston. So his 13, 14, 15, and 16th year were with Houston, where he averaged 19 a game, 15 a game, 16 a game, and 14 a game. Problem was he only played in 53, 68, 42, and 20 games. So when he played, he averaged, 37 minutes, 39 minutes. What the fuck is going on with this? What are you doing? Get this shit out of here. Let's see, rebounding wise, was he still doing all right with the rebounds? He was averaging 13, 11.7, 12, and 10 a game. I mean, the dude the first year in the league, he didn't average double digits in total rebounds. But every year after that, including his final season, he did. Those are not terrible numbers. Now, let's see. Draymond Green stats. Here's Draymond Green's basketball reference. Currently, he's played his last 4 seasons. This is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. So 14 seasons in. He played 68 games. He's averaging 8 points a game. He's averaged double digits 4 times in his career. 15, 16, 17, and 18. Yeah. He averaged 8.4 and 9 the last 2 seasons. Total rebounds, 6.1 and 5. He's never averaged double digits in rebounds for his career. Barkley wasn't a big assist guy. Wasn't a big block guy. Draymond averages 1 block a game for his career. Averaged 0.6 last year. Barkley averaged 0.2 his last season. But he did a lot of his early on. But I mean, that was Barkley's thing. He was a scorer and a rebounder. Draymond's thing is defense. I mean, I guess he's defensive player of the year. You know, he had it one time. Did Barkley ever get defensive player of the year? Let's see. Oh, no, but he had an MVP. And he was second once. Yeah. So, I don't know. It's a pretty shitty thing to say. And Barkley's numbers way better than Draymond's at the same point in their career. In fact, I told you 16 games, right? Year 14, which is what Draymond just finished. That's this orange line. And that's this orange line right here. Let's see. That's these numbers. So both of them in year 16. Go away, for fuck's sake. There we go. Both, if we do a side-by-side year 16, here we go. 68 games, 33 minutes for Barkley, 27 minutes a game for Draymond. Barkley shot 48.5% from the field. Draymond 41.8%. Let's see. Barkley wasn't really a 3-point guy. Let's see. We'll go over here to the points section. That's where it gets good. There you go. Points, 15 a game for Barkley, 8 for Draymond. Blocks, 0.6 for Draymond, 0.4 for Barkley. Steals, 0.9 for Draymond, 1 a game for Barkley at his old age. Total rebounds, 11.7, 5.5. Like, come on, bro. Barkley even had 3 assists a game. Barkley's numbers at that point in his career, with 2 years left in his career, his numbers were better than Draymond's were this past season. So I think at the end of the day, Draymond just has to shut the fuck up. Like, you have no leg to stand on. Austin Rivers eviscerated you, and you're out here talking shit on Barkley, and your numbers are trash compared to his in the same year. In the same amount of games. So, nice try, Draymond. Not good. Yeah. Chris said that's wild. A front court player never had double-digit rebound year. Exactly. He ain't booty. He's booty juice. Barkley's worst year would have still gotten him a max contract. Oh, fuck. 100% facts, Titan Hugo. Charles Barkley in his 4 seasons as a Rocket, 16.5 points, 12.5, 12.2 rebounds, 3.9 assists, 4 blocks plus minus. Draymond last 4 seasons, 8.6, 6.5, 6.5 box plus minus. Yep. Barkley's first year at the Rockets would probably be Green's career highs. Yep. LeBron only still okay because he played in Draymond era. Barkley makes that joke all the time. I doubt if he was offended. Probably not. I mean, look, you could tell that he was just like stoic, right? He was stoic. And I think part of it was because he was like, look, he's a guest on the show and he's Draymond and he's a shit talker. And, you know, I said what I said. He took it the wrong way. So whatever. I could see it being something like that. But Chuck got him statistically. Got him. Chuck got 33 rebounds in the first game as a Rocket. Yeah. Yeah, exactly. Or here's an idea. You could shut the fuck up. I wish Artest would come out of retirement and put Draymond on his ass. Yeah. It'd be fun. That's the thing, is so many people seem scared of Draymond. But Draymond's not a tough guy. Draymond is boisterous. Draymond's a bully. That's what Draymond is. Draymond is a bully. And what happens with bullies is when you fight back, when you bully them, they wilt. And we've seen it time and time again in the NBA. When someone stands up to Draymond, bro, he can't find enough people to put between him and the other guy. He's great at cheap shots. He's great at being dirty. He's great at getting the first punch in. Now, he's also great at picking on guys much smaller than him. But Draymond ain't going toe-to-toe with a guy his size. He's scared. That's a fact. You can watch the tape. That man is scared of people his own size in the NBA that are tough. He's a bully. Draymond goes in a box with Bruce Bowen, the dudes I don't like box. Added Lambeer. Yeah. Kenny seemed more offended. I think so. Because Kenny's a Rocket, you know. Chuck was a Rocket. But I don't know. Kenny wasn't offended as much as he was instigating, it felt like to me. It felt like Kenny was kind of like, whoa, what did you want to say? What did you have to say? What do you think about that? It's like, okay, that's fine. I wish somebody would have just pulled up the stats and went, year 14 versus year 14. You suck, Draymond, compared to Barkley. Like, awful across the board. The only thing you're better at than Barkley is block shots. That's it. Boy, ain't that the truth? Tiny Hugo said Draymond wouldn't go toe-to-toe with Vernon Maxwell in 2026. That's a fact. There's just some guys that, you know, some guys are bullies. And some guys are just tough and mean. Draymond's a bully. He ain't tough. And he ain't mean. He's just a dick. It's a big difference. Big difference. Who's going to be Draymond bully? Like Charlie Murphy or Rick James? I mean, there's been moments where people have gotten in Draymond's face. Let me see if I can find it. Let's see. Draymond Green getting bullied. Let's see. Mm-hmm. He's a bully. Lawsuit filed against Warriors. Warriors Draymond Green as being a bully for no good reason. I guess I can't. Let's see. Wemby gets in Draymond's face after dunking on him. Yeah. Rasheed Wallace reveals reason. Okay. Jordan Poole bullied Draymond. All right. I can't find the good video though. It's out there. All right, we're going to wrap it up. I have a theory that people 6'5" or taller are usually not great fighters because people usually don't challenge them because they're big. That's why most basketball players suck at fighting. Yeah. Cece said, no, Wimby, no. Wimby ain't scared of him. Remember Zach Randolph? Bet he'd fuck Draymond up. Oh, yeah. Debo. There's a lot of guys. I mean, I remember Trevor Ariza trying to go at Draymond. Guys that are tough, I'm telling you, man, tough guys in the NBA are not scared of Draymond. They know what he is. He's a bully, a cheap shot artist, and a wannabe tough guy. That's what he is, and a shit talker. And he's only good at one of those. Cheap shots. It ain't shit talking because Austin Reeves just shit talks circles around that dude. So he's only good at cheap shots. All right, that's the show. I am going to make short ribs for me and the missus. Yeah, Rasheed Wallace is another one that would have put him on his ass. Charles Oakley? You think Draymond's doing any of that to Charles Oakley? Are you shitting me? Ain't no way. Man, you know what the NBA misses? Goons. We need goons back. Bring back goons in the NBA. Bring back goons in the NBA, man. He needs his ass whooped. Thank you, Donna. I love you, boo-boo. Shit. Donna. I downloaded the graphic and I didn't show it. Donna, thank you for your Thankful Thursday. You're the best. The absolute best, my sweet Donna. Love you to death. Thank you for continuing to support the show. No, we insist to talk about Vassal's 3-pointer. What? Time to put. Okay, no, Warriors not gonna be in the Hall of Fame. All right. Oh, Cece, you gave? I'm sorry, I went. Oh, you sure did. And Sylvia at 3:30. I missed it though. I was in the middle of a show. Yeah, I started early. Cece, thank you, sweetie. She said, "How about Justin Timberlake playing Barry Gibb?" Ooh. Very true. CZ, thank you for the $5 thing for Thursday. You're the best. Boo boo, much love. And also thank you to Sylvia who said happy BOD Thankful Thursday. You're the best. My bad, y'all. I didn't even see it. I have my notifications off during the show. Love you, Cece. Love you, Donna. Love you, Sylvia. Thank you guys for supporting the show. Don't forget, y'all, no shows next week. All week. On purpose this time. Not just because my computer sucks, but I'll be on the road. Go Spurs, go. I'm honestly rooting for the Spurs. Is that crazy? I love Wemby. I love watching that dude play basketball. This is way too much. If you don't just love watching Wemby play basketball, you're just a hater. It's a fact. Dude's fun to watch. Way more fun to watch than Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. I hate watching that dude play ball. It's awful. Awful. Blech. No shows. Yeah, no shows next week. So I will be back Tuesday. What is Tuesday? Tuesday the 19th. That'll be our next show. Tuesday, May 19th. Which sucks because Monday is the 6-year anniversary of this show. And we'll celebrate when I get back. All right? All right. In the meantime, I love you guys to death. Y'all get ready to buy feet pics from CC. All right. I love you guys. Have a great weekend and a great next week. I'll see y'all on Tuesday, May 19th. In the meantime, be safe, be kind, and most importantly, love each other. I'll see y'all when I see you. Have a good one, everybody. Bye, y'all.
And he's making a YouTube video.